Hello. So I wanted to pop on here and do a video real quick. I'm looking kind of crazy, um, but it's whatever. I look crazy every day, seems like. So as of 2 days ago, today is October 3rd, 2024. As of 2 days ago at midnight, October 1st, 2024, labor strike began at the ports that are all on the coast of the United States because them people ain't getting paid enough. Is the short version. However, I've heard a few words from other, psychic intuitive people about what this could mean, and and what all is really involved. I kind of wanted to just look for myself though, because I have my own mind. So I'm just using my vibe cards. What's the vibe? Oracle cards to start off with. I don't know if I'm gonna get into the tarot just yet, but to start, I pulled top row. I pulled puzzled, intimacy, and trapped. And bottom row, pulled sipping, possibilities, and tension. Now, the cards mean whatever the interpreter wants them to mean. Most of the time anyway. Because there's a difference between what the interpreter says and what the cards actually say. So anyway, with both puzzled and sipping cards coming up in this spread, there's obviously this confusion. It's first thing that comes to mind: confusion, rumor, and gossip. That's even amongst the group itself. And with this card right here, with the intimacy card showing up next to the puzzled card, which I know that looks backwards on camera, but with these two cards together, it's like there's confusion within a relationship of some sort. And so in this case, this would be the labor union, whatever the labor union is called, outside of whatever the labor union that's over all of that is called. There's confusion. They're putting on a united front for the most part, from what I've seen, which but they are putting on a united front, or at least the ones who are speaking anyway, the ones who are actually, doing the news interviews and press conferences and all of this stuff. So they all seem to be on one accord for the most part. But within, there's a lot of confusion. And so the workers who are actually striking, like just the regular, average Joe, Jane person, everybody has their own reasons for why they're participating and why they're not crossing the picket line. The official reason is the wages. But this card right here, the trap, it shows up next to the intimacy card, right? So it was the puzzled, intimacy, and trapped, right? And I don't know, I kind of feel like that's just giving me an idea of what some of the actual workers themselves have been feeling. Because, once, in my experience, in my personal experience, once you're in the field for so long, in a certain industry or field for so long, it's hard to change, because you know what you know about this particular industry. So now you got to go off and learn something else. And this is all very, very surface level, but I think I'm just kind of getting to read into the mindset of what some of these people are feeling. However, sipping is the rumor card. So it's rumors, gossip, being nosy, right? Um, then you have possibilities, and then you have tension. And I'm thinking that with these cards, rumors, make up your mind, possibilities, tension, worry. I feel like with the possibilities card, especially since it shows up beneath the intimacy card, everybody's not striking for the same reason. I think it just kind of goes without saying, but um, everybody's not striking for the same reason, and I don't know. It's a source of stress, of course. It's a source of stress for the entire country. Not yet. At the moment, it's only been 2 days, and so there's a lot of talk. There is a lot of fear mongering happening, but legal and yeah, okay. Got the legal card, and then got chaos. They it's gonna get worse before it gets better. I don't think this is one of those strikes where they're gonna get what they want right away. It's gonna get very messy. Longing, wishful thinking. Yeah, this is not on behalf of, or on the laborers, on the laborer side. Like, this is not going to turn out how they are hoping it will. Yeah, family. But the thing about this card, though, is some of the keywords are blood ties and inner circle. So it's not necessarily your family, is in like your mom and dad, sister, brother type situation. It's a really close knit circle. This, what got me to this made me think of, like, even though I've never watched The Sopranos, the TV show Sopranos, I heard enough about it over the years that I know what it's about, and that's what I'm thinking of. It's like mob ties, mafia ties, the family. The family. And then narcissists. Glow up. Glow up. Two-faced. So this is, it all boils down to a much smaller group of people than the laborers who are actually out there on the picket line. Or I don't know if they're on the picket. I haven't seen that much news coverage about it because there's so much going on in the world. But I know enough. Anyway, it's so much more than just the average laborer who is striking because they want better wages for a better chance at life so that they can afford life. This is it's more than that. It's more than that. It's a lot of lies. And there's somebody who's like at the top of it all. Or maybe it's a couple of people, or maybe it is a group or an organization of people who is like at the top. And I say this because of the narcissist card in particular. So what came was the family card, and then immediately after that was narcissist. And notice narcissist has a crown on their head, right? And so it's the golden egg, and they have a crown on their head. Well, the person may or may not be a narcissist, but just the fact that they have a crown, I think this crown could actually represent whoever the person is that's at the top of the pyramid. It's not just. I mean, they do need to pay them people. They do. But this is an opportunity for the person or people at the top to gain or to move them into a better position. Like this is mind you, I could be wrong. This is all theory, conspiracy, conjecture. None of this can be proven, but and I'm just basing this off of a deck of cards. But I don't think it's as simple as laborers want more money, so they're striking. Maybe that's what they told the laborers. That's what they were striking for. But whoever they are, they have other things in mind as for the why this is happening. Salty, distance, lust. I'll just show those. Salty, distance, lust, cutting ties, time, apology, but apology is not necessarily apology. This is like a catty apology, so it's a very insincere apology. This is an angry thing. This is I mean, I wonder, because we seem to be setting off a domino effect with the whole Sean Combs situation. Sean Puffy, Puff Daddy, P. Diddy, Brother Love Combs situation, with him being in jail right now and being charged with all types of sex crimes and RICO and all of that, right? And I've never given Diddy that much time a day, ever. I like some of his songs over the years. He's a hell of a businessman and he's got an ear for good music, but I ain't never paid him as a person that much attention, although I have heard a few things over the years about him and his reputation. But apparently, whatever it is that he is into, whatever he has done, is way deeper than him just being a sexual deviant or even somebody who might, traffic a little drugs here and there. It's more to it than that. And for so many well-known people to seemingly be kind of silent or shaking in their boots, it makes me wonder if this is just the beginning of a domino effect, because Diddy is so powerful. There are only so many billionaires in the world, and then there are only so many black billionaires in the world. And this man not only had money, but he had connections, not just in his industry, which is show business, but he had a lot of political and legal connections. Which is funny because his lawyer that's defending him, he seems very amateurish with a lot of his public statements here lately. But like that, surely that can't be the best that money could buy. But no, he's way worse than R. Kelly. R. Kelly didn't have that much influence. He ain't had that much power. Diddy, on the other hand, Puffy, Sean Combs does, or did anyway. And with his infamous parties, I'm sure he got a lot of intel on people. And ain't no telling what the hell they did. They're saying that there were minors who were assaulted or abused at his parties, which is, it's not unbelievable considering all the rumors about what he may or may not have done with Usher and Justin Bieber when they were teenagers. And to tie this all together, what I'm saying is the whole collapse of the world right now. It's not just this one little man, Sean Combs. It's not just him, but it's him, and it's just all these connect. Like, if he snitches, there's so many people. I mean, yeah, he might be singing like a bird now. I don't know. That might be what the rumors card was. But it would not surprise me if this was some sort of way, if the port strikes was some sort of way to get control, maintain control, redirect. I don't know. I can't think of the word. I can't quite articulate what I'm thinking. But this is the fall of Diddy is not just him. It's not just him. There's so many other people. And for all I know, this might be on purpose, like for like somebody put it into the minds of the smaller, like union leaders, like the leaders of each section, town, chapter. That's what I'm looking for. There might have been somebody or a couple of somebodies at the top, and like they're trying to force. We're already, the economy is already shaky as it is, but they might be trying to force something. And hell, I don't know. This might all sound okay. We got psychopath. Yeah, it's. And then the family card comes up again. So I mean, just the fact they came up together, psychopath and family. Like this is, mm, like they did this. Dare I say they're trying to force this country into they're trying to force this country into something that would not be good for us, the average consumer. Boundaries, disrespectful. Enough is enough. Defend yourself. Yeah, they might be trying to. They might be trying to force a famine, force a depression. I mean, I think we're already in a recession. Depending on which news channel you watch, you know, we're already in a recession. But they're trying to, karmics, karmics, trying to force us into a situation where a lot of people are not going to make it. A lot of people are not going to make it out alive. Now, why? I don't see. I don't want to sound too crazy because you know some of these theories that I have, I get them from movies, and here lately it's been Marvel movies because I feel like that you know the people in Hollywood be tapped in, like the people in the writers' room be tapped into the spiritual stuff, the more spiritual side, and that they be practicing stuff too, and they put it in the movies, or you know people that some of those folks in the writers' rooms have information wherever they get it from, whether they get it from an actual informant or they get it from some spiritual seance, tarot cards, spirit boards, whatever, that they get this information. And anyway, what I'm saying is it's reminding me of the Avengers and Avengers Infinity War and Endgame. You know, Thanos gets all the Infinity Stones, all the magic rocks, the crystals, and he has the power to snap his fingers and do what he calls a reset of the entire universe. You know, and I pulled these cards back in April. I pulled them back in January at the beginning of the year. Pulled them in April when we had the solar eclipse. And I saw there being a lot of justice or so-called balancing of the scales, right? Like there's it's this whole thing just it feels like a power play. So it's like it's not even that trying to rule the world and maintain the world. Like for all I know, this could be, and this is again just purely conjecture and just talk theory and you know tarot cards and stuff. But where with the fall of Diddy and some of these other big names over the last few years, but Diddy being a huge player, major player that is getting his comeuppance. You know, it's time for him to pay Piper. But because he has so many people connected to him, he's I don't want to speak it out loud. But hell, I got to. I can't always. I've pulled cards on it a few times. I can't always tell whether or not, or what the potential outcome is going to be for him in this this trial And it gives me the impression that he might not even make the trial. And what I mean by that is not so much that he'll be able to buy his way out of it. It don't seem like he's going to at this point. But, like, he may not be alive, you know. Now, whether that means he takes himself out or somebody else does it, I don't know. I'm just saying that I don't know if I see him making it all the way to trial. And with the way his lawyer has been presenting these last couple of weeks and some of his rebuttals, his answers to, you know, what the general public has been asking or suggesting about Diddy, his lawyer is kind of sucky. Like, you know, I feel like I could be a better lawyer than that guy. I don't know squat about law outside of what I see on Law and Order. But anyway, switching decks here. Just want to see if I can get some clarification on this port strike. Okay, loss. That's the first one. Loss. Separation. Separation. Temptation. Self-deception. Until debt tear us apart. Self-love. And apology. We have another apology card in a different deck. Interesting. Very, very interesting. Then we got abundance. And higher self, awakening timeline shift. Now, a few days ago, I pulled some cards because it just this word has been floating in my brain for the last couple of weeks with all of this stuff happening in the news. And I got word that the veil is thinning, so to speak, or that the spirit side is making themselves much more obvious and plain, or they're putting in a lot of work. This is not going to be pretty, though. This is not going to be pretty. It's not going to resolve. It's because in order for them to really get their point across, the strike has got to last for longer than a day or two or three. It's got to last for a couple of weeks for them, whoever is in charge of writing the paychecks, to really feel it. And by then, it's going to cause such a ripple effect. I've seen in a couple of different videos and articles that a day of missed work on the docks at the ports is equal to about a week's worth of work, so to speak. Anyway, loss and separation, temptation. Somebody's going to be tempted to cross the line. Somebody's going to be tempted. Like maybe some money will be offered. I'm still not wholly feeling that this is just about wages, though. Yeah, I'm not just getting that this is only about wages. This is about, like, let me get some clarification, folks. Spirit. A little clarification. Toxicity. Twin flames, which in this case we're not, or yeah, twin flames. In this case, I'm not thinking love relationship. This is a twin flame is a strong bond, right? So this is a strong relationship between people or a group of people. Structure. So this is about a toxic relationship, it's a very strong connection or relationship, but it's very toxic. Springtime, this is a timing card, but it can also represent like new things happening, preparing, blossoming, cold, control. I don't know, kind of feel like I'm attraction, passion. I kind of feel like fierce. I'm seeing similar cards as what I saw in this other deck. Clarity, truths. So this is interesting. You got fear and clarity. So it's like a fear of fear, illusions, clarity, truth. So it's like there's a fear of truth coming out. But right off rib, I see a toxic bond that is the foundation of these illusions. But with the springtime card, the spring card is like these new opportunities open up. Unfortunately, it's like it's opening up for more control, but it's like control from whoever the controllers are, the decision makers. This is interesting. It's a little bit terrifying too, but it's interesting. Okay, I'm gonna pull a few tarot cards and then I'm gonna wrap this up. Cause I don't have time. I'm already 32 minutes in. Oh, that was terrible. Okay. You want to be shuffled that way. I'm gonna pull a few tarot cards just to see if I can get attention, get more clarity into what this is, the port strike is all about. The Eight of Swords, which is about entrapment and being stuck. Yeah, I pulled the trap card before, didn't I? Six of Coins, Six of Pentacles, which is give and take. Could also be charity, giving and receiving, sharing. Then a Nine of Wands reversed. Pretty much like fighting a good fight, kind of being persistent, but also being overwhelmed and kind of beat down. Two of Wands is about planning, making decisions, but specifically making decisions about things, about passionate or fiery type things. Um, Not necessarily material things, but it's more of a goal, abstract, passionate type of situation. Then we got the Five of Cups, which is regret, failure, and then we got the Tower, which really don't matter if that's reversed or not, because it means the same thing either way. It's a bunch of changes, and it's very drastic changes. So yeah, there's entrapment. There's a feeling of being trapped, or a sense of being trapped by whoever the person is that's handing out the money. So therefore, you trapped and you beat down, and that's why you would strike, right? That was the plan, to strike. But I feel like that plan is not going to come to what they are hoping it would. I mean, I hope it will. I hope they get their money. But I don't know if I'm seeing that. I'm not. And we got the Ace of Cups, which is the beginning of creativity, passion, the beginning of flow, you know. Which reminds me of that abundance card that I just pulled from the other deck. And then another planning card in the form of the Three of Wands this time. Preparation, progress. So this is like some planning, and it's gonna feel like it's not working out for them. It's gonna seem like it's not working out for them. There's gonna be some drastic change to the country at large, hell, to the world at large, because the United States is a major player in the world's economy. So they might have to change their strategy a little bit, but I also see like an offer of money. Like some of them might be offered a large sum to cross the picket line, so to speak. The magician. This is either somebody who makes things happen or somebody who's very, well, hell, I guess either way you could be manipulative, but you know, manipulative has become kind of a pejorative, and it's not necessarily that. It's just somebody who can make things happen now, you know. Just depends on how you look at it, I guess. Or there could be actual magic involved in this. This could be some sort of ritualistic type situation. We got the Seven of Swords, this betrayal. We got the Nine of Cups reversed. In this situation, it seems like a whole lot of dissatisfaction. So, but again, I don't feel like it's just the laborers who are dissatisfied. This is somebody who is like way, way, way at the top. And in a way, this is kind of like their Thanos moment where they're snapping their fingers and trying to make something happen to where so many people will come crashing down. And like I said, I saw this in the cards earlier, and I'd be trying to not be all doom and gloom, but I don't feel very happy about this. I don't get positive vibes from this at all. Like, I don't know they're gonna get what they're asking for, because the people who are at the top, who might have put the who might have whispered in the ears of the leaders of each chapter about, okay, we should organize a whole strike. Whoever's idea it was in the first place, they have different motives from what they have told the rest of the union. Which is what I think the Magician and the Seven of Wands. This is a person who makes things happen, and this is a betrayal. So whoever was the person who made things happen, they caused, or they were betrayers. They were backstabbers. They have other things in mind. They have ulterior motives. Mm-hmm. I'll do one more for luck. Yeah. The Six of Cups reversed. It's like living in the past, or lacking, or I feel like the playing field leveled out quite a bit during COVID. But they're trying to take it beyond what it was at COVID. Not just for people, I mean, people dying, but, you know, it's not, yeah, it's not going to be pretty. We got the lover's card again, which is also about, I mean, it's love, but it's a very strong relationship, a very strong foundation relationship. And so I'm kind of seeing a theme amongst 3 different decks of cards referring to a strong relationship or family type situation. So it's whoever the people are, the people, allegedly, supposedly, maybe, this is conjecture. Yeah, it's them. It's them. It's not just dissatisfied laborers. It's the people who are making the rules, who have the most amount of influence over everything. Whoever said it was okay for them to go ahead and do it, they're not doing it because they care about the workers. They're not doing it because they care about the workers. They're doing it because they have other motives, and I think I've established that. So I'm gonna leave it here. Oh yeah, well, the devil. Yeah, I'm gonna leave it here. I'm gonna stop right there because I think I got what I need to know. At least I got the idea of. I have the idea of the why anyway. So maybe I'll come back and do another pull on how it's going to affect us little people down here at the bottom. All right. That's it for me.